Okay, we are back on court 2, the centre court, as our referee Dan Grant is almost ready to get people back into their seats and ready for the action to continue. Chris Gavigan here, and I'm with a very special guest from New York City, Vlad Klim. Vlad, this is, I know you're not residing in New York anymore, you're in New Jersey, but like, you know the New York scene better than most people I know, to be honest. We've got two of the best in the world here. Timbo, arguably one of the best of all time.
Oh yeah,
definitely. And Tywan on the way there as well, the golden child. He's a real superstar. This is going to be one of the most, this possibly up there with one of the best matches we could ever see in Ireland if it goes to how we expect it on paper.
Oh, well, without question. I mean, it's going to be electric. So Tywan and Timbo have been playing against each other in competitive singles and doubles matches, almost all of them finals or semifinals for the last 13 years.
Yeah.
And for the first 8-9 years, Timbo had his number when he was in peak form. For the last 3-4 years, Tywan has started turning the tides. He's starting to win more of these matches. So, you know, you better believe there's a hunger in Timbo right now that he's back in the moment. He's back at the Worlds after being here in 2015. They played in 2015 over in Calgary. They played in the finals. Timbo took him in 2 games, and then Tywan played with William Polanco and beat Timbo in the double finals.
Okay.
So there's some history here at the Worlds for them.
Of course.
So it's all going to come to fruition right now. They're both incredibly motivated. You know, they're both in season, getting in form. I would say Tywan's probably been a little bit more informed this year than Timbo, but when the moment gets big historically, Timbo steps up for it.
Okay, folks, can we have your attention again, please?
We go to our MC, Paul Fitzpatrick.
We'll just get a little bit of cureness, please, while we introduce the players. This is the second semi-final in the men's open division in the O'Neills.com World Wallball Championships. Serving is the man known as the Golden Child. From Brooklyn, New York, Tywan Cooke. And receiving serve, playing out of the Bronx, New York, Timbo Gonzalez. Your match referee is Mr. Dan Grant.
Okay, great job by Paul Fitzpatrick. As we see Timbo and Tywan embrace each other before this match. The last time Tywan played in Ireland, he became the world champion in 2012.
That's right. Winning
the open singles that year. As you said, Timbo Gonzalez won the open singles in Calgary in Canada in 2015. These two men have serious pedigree, and we're going to be getting off the mark very, very shortly as soon as our referee calls the score.
Okay, to start with the game, the score is 0-0, Tywan to serve. Play.
Deep serve by Tywan.
Side out.
And a hand error. So they're probably going to feel each other out the first couple of points. They know each other's game.
1-0.
You know, they're predominantly outdoor players. They're going to get used to the court. They're going to measure the dimensions. You're going to see a lot of drives, a lot of boxing out in the beginning. And then they're going to get in the thick of it.
2-0.
Yeah, they're two New Yorkers. They're not afraid of playing aggressive
Second
stuff.
serve.
So you see that big angle shot from Timbo.
A good deep serve.
The second serve. That's a big angle again from Timbo.
Shot.
I was talking to Timbo there earlier, and he is really driven to win this out. He really believes that he is back in top form. He's playing good stuff. That'll be a replay, I'd imagine. That looked like it was going to make the wall.
Oh, nice tie.
It's a big thank you to our sponsors, O'Neills.com, and big thank you to TG Car Sport for broadcasting here and the University of Limerick.
Oh, he's going for it.
Timbo's going aggressive from the start.
That's what he's got to do.
4-0.
Right? Rally scoring. That early lead means so much. Puts pressure on your opponent. Mistakes cost you a point every time.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
That's not a mistake we saw Taiwan making in the last 2 days.
No, but like if you take
5-0.
Taiwan's championship so far, he obviously was ran 21-20 to 21-20 against Cormac Finn, and maybe he took that a little bit lightly. You wouldn't say that we've seen vintage Taiwan so far.
Side out.
Shots like that has got him out of trouble.
1-5.
As we see Taiwan get off the mark, it's now 5-1. Oh.
Well,
Timbo
I don't
saying
think
that.
so. I can appeal it. Yeah, I'll ask.
So the ball made contact with Taiwan. They're reviewing with the referees.
Yeah, so the two sideline judges here on the left, Sean Nolan and Dan Breen, would have had the best view of that. Dan, get back into the long line.
It's a point to Taiwan.
So they call it, so Taiwan
2-5.
doing the right thing, going over and covering the mic,
Yep.
so you don't know what each referee or sideline judge saw.
Play.
So Taiwan with the deep serve to Timbo's left.
Oh, good
Pushing
cross-court
Timbo
shot.
left and right. This is opportunity for Timbo,
Oh,
and he
yeah.
puts it away.
Oh yeah.
Side out.
That's really good control from
This-
Timbo.
6-2.
This is what he has to do. He has to get aggressive early in the rallies. If the match goes on for longer, you have to believe with Taiwan's fitness, it's going to favor him over time.
Oh, that's a great
Oh,
shot.
great
Timbo
shot.
is absolutely flying here. He is not giving Taiwan a chance to even
7-2.
get under any of these balls. He's just dominating every
Long
rally
ball.
at the moment.
Boy, I feel like he's hitting harder now than he's hit all
Second
tournament.
serve.
Yeah, these walls are a little bit dead.
Yeah.
Definitely compared to what you'd be used to in New York. His power is making
Outside.
a difference, surely. As our
Side out.
ball
3-7.
gets back in, our long line judge gets back in his seat.
Great box out.
great.
Right, Timbo's got to set up. Yep.
You can't give Timbo Gonzalez those
Side out.
opportunities.
Yep. Yep. You know, Timbo plays an
8-3.
incredibly simple version of handball, but executed to the highest level. He's not trying to go behind Taiwan. He's not trying to do anything fancy. He sees an open court, and he's committed fully to that shot, and he's
Yeah.
put it down 3 times in a row already.
Yeah, Timbo. When I was talking to Timbo, he said that he's really enjoying it out here,
9-3.
really enjoying the atmosphere and the way the setup. He loves. He's a showman at heart anyway,
Oh, yeah.
and he's been at the top of the game. Like I met Timbo in 2009, and he was young and he was coming through, and then he just went on to
10-3.
absolutely dominate the game for a sustained period. Took a little break, and now he
Oh, what a
seems to be
cross-court
right
shot.
back to,
Oh.
to his best. That's an amazing shot.
On the run, too. I mean, that's what you want to see.
11-3.
You want to see him test Taiwan's movement.
Long ball.
These young kids will learn so much about
Second
how
serve.
to play one-wall from watching these two guys, because look at the big angles that they're going for at every opportunity. That's down the line from Taiwan, and that's great footwork
great
from
footwork.
Taiwan
Side out.
again. Taiwan not losing that opportunity. Timbo just left that up just enough.
4-11.
So Taiwan. One thing about Taiwan, he doesn't seem to get flustered at any opportunity. His confidence is a very deep level of confidence. That's a
Oh,
good
what a
shot.
pass shot.
Right.
You know, Taiwan's got to find a way to get Timbo out
Timeout.
of that front court. Timbo's been hanging out in that front court
Yeah.
every single point, even the
And
ones
he's
that he lost.
lethal in it.
Yeah.
He's absolutely lethal.
Yeah.
So we're just going to, while this timeout goes on. Okay. We're going to go to Ollie.
Okay, we got the great mighty Lur here. You played in the European tour with all these guys and stateside. What do you think? You noticed something wrong with his arm?
Yes, I think that months before, Taiwan had an injury or something, and I don't know if he's 100%.
You don't think he's 100%?
I don't think that, but we know that Taiwan can do everything here, so he can change the game in 1 minute. So maybe he starts like slower, and then he can.
To start, you think?
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
maybe, I don't know if because of arm or something, but then also Timbo is playing great. I think he's playing better than last month, and
Okay.
it will be
Well,
a
it's time
hard
in
game.
now, but I'll check the court.
We're going to go back to Chris in
Sure.
the commentary box. Thanks, Lur.
Thank you.
That's the great Lur Zarista from the
So,
Basque
time
country
in
there.
deads.
Gotta say, an absolute legend. It's real pleasure to hang out with Lur.
Oh, yeah.
He's a real personality and an absolute belter of a handballer. He's pointing up to me.
Oh yeah, him and his partner Mikhail. I mean, just
score is
incredible
12,
representation for Basque
serving
country,
full.
So
top
good.
tier athletes, and just good all around, man. But so Lur's referencing the KT tape that's on Taiwan's elbow. So he
Long
seemed
ball.
to have put that on earlier this game. I had a chat with Taiwan a little bit earlier. He did mention
Side
this
out.
year he was
5,
competing in an
7,
event
12.
and he had a contact moment where someone hit him in the elbow, and since then it's kind of periodically gone in and out to give him discomfort. So I think it's more preventative from it getting worse, but I'm
6,
sure he's
7,
thinking
12.
about it.
He actually was saying that it was paddleball that he was
Yeah.
playing when that happened. So,
Yeah.
like, that was his first mistake. He should have just stuck to handball.
That's, yeah, without question. We won't hold
Okay.
him against him here in this
Just
semifinal, though.
not in the semi-final. No.
Yeah.
We'll let him go. We'll let him go. But
7, 7, 12.
again, a real two absolute gentlemen. They've been real pleasure to
Blocking.
hang out with the last couple of days, and including
Replay
myself.
the
As
point.
all the New Yorkers, it's just been so great level of excitement here to enjoy the event. That's a great pick by Timbo.
Oh, wow, just stayed in.
So good.
Just stayed in.
Good,
You saw
great
Taiwan there
control of Taiwan.
exhale with the body.
Yes.
Just to
He
calm
used his
himself
hands.
down.
He used his hands and everything to excel there. But like that, like
8,
again,
12.
Taiwan just kind of chipping away here at that lead. Again. Oh, that's a big opportunity. Timbo won't be happy with that one.
And it's a good change of tactic from Taiwan. He's not standing on the right giving an angled serve. He's in the middle, he's going deep, he's pushing
9,
Timbo back
12.
to his right, and he's opening up Timbo's left hand.
That's the voice of the great Vlad Klim, one of
Timeout.
Smart timeout by Timbo.
yeah, he needed to take that.
Yeah.
Like Timbo a little bit out of
Sure,
control
we see
there.
the sweep.
So as we get I think Ollie's just setting up another guest really quickly.
Okay,
Jay, goes a quick sweep.
Izzy, what do you think of that first game so far?
This game right now is looking good. Timbo started off with a big lead. That's
Yeah,
exactly
all
what he
over.
wanted. He was expecting Taiwan to make a run.
Give it up for Jay, everyone.
Taiwan did that, but as you can see, Timbo kept the lead. He wants to come off strong. The problem is he's got to stay that way. And in the long run, Taiwan has a better gas tank than Timbo right now.
What do you think of Taiwan's comeback?
It was expected. These guys are both champions. There's no amount of points they can trail by that would make them lose their confidence. Either one of these guys, no matter who takes the lead, 20-1, 20-2, you can expect the other to come right back.
Who are you going for? What's your gut?
I'm going for Team
10
Impact,
seconds.
Timbo Gonzalez.
That is. Okay,
Thank you.
back to Chris in the commentary box.
That's Ollie Casti and the great
Okay,
Izzy
time in.
Rivera. Who, they had the right battle yesterday in
Timbo,
the
you got one
Masters
timeout
division. Ollie
remaining.
and Izzy. That was a tiebreak. Ollie won 11-9. Ollie then losing
10,
in
7,
a
12.
tiebreak in the semi-final today to Dominic Lynch, 11-9 in the Masters division. So
Oh, Dominic's been on form. He's been playing
Dominic played
11,
fantastic.
12.
absolutely. That was a great game between Ollie
yeah.
and himself earlier. So gotta say that Willie Polanco and Dominic is going to be a real barn burner of a match
Oh
tomorrow.
yeah, oh yeah. So
Together at 12.
you see Timbo talking to himself a little bit more. He's losing a little bit of that edge. He's not as comfortable standing behind in these longer rallies.
Yeah, he started like a
And
train.
he's rushing shots. He's
Yeah.
rushing shots.
Thank you, Tom.
Yeah, so Tywan actually just walking out that
Side
he
out.
knows that he made a mistake there.
13,
13-12.
That's great sportsmanship.
Go. Oh, it's a great
There it
shot
is.
by Timbo
There it is.
Gonzalez. He sees the opportunity and absolutely rolls it out the right
14,
corner.
12.
Just got to stay in the front, moving him back with that deep left serve.
Long ball.
No, ball was long. He needs that cushion. He's such a good front runner.
He's so good at
15,
front running.
12.
When the confidence goes up, he could roll out 4 or 5 in a row.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
That's a hand error
Side
though.
out.
It's another chance for Taiwan.
So that lead that Timbo picked up
13, 15.
has basically been evaporated. He was at 6-7-2 at one stage.
Yep.
That's almost there.
I like what Taiwan's doing here. He's not moving him laterally. He's moving him
14,
back deep
15.
on that serve
Yeah.
to get him on the back foot and try to get a short return. So you keep moving him back.
Taiwan's such a deep
Oh,
thinker
what
about the
a
game. That's a
good
great
angle.
pick.
Oh,
that's
oh,
enough.
he rushed it.
Oh, that's a big
my
mistake by Tywan. Gave Timbo the opportunity to get back in. And in fairness, Timbo showing his really good footwork there to get back in and take Tywan out.
Oh, absolutely.
Tywan would be very disappointed in that hand there, though.
Absolutely fair play to Timbo to make a night guide. But if you're Tywan
16,
and you
14.
decide to run in, you commit. You keep going forward.
Yeah, it was almost like he second guessed himself and then just paddled the ball
Second
anywhere.
serve.
Yep.
Like Timbo trying to change things up a little bit. Again, these two players not playing on
Side
course
out.
that they'd be used
15,
to. They usually
16.
be on the concrete courts outside in the sweaty, humid air. You know, this is a big difference. You're talking about a very climate-controlled, elite athletes, elite performance institute here in the University of Limerick.
Timeout.
This is the showcase of
Last time out.
this sport that there's never been anything as big as this.
No, not at all. Not at all. This is the premier event in Wallball
Down.
from any recent history.
Yeah, this is. I suppose obviously there was back maybe 50 or 100
Yeah,
years ago. We're going to go to Ollie whenever they're ready.
Okay, we got the great Eric Lee here. What's your thoughts on this game? Who's going to win?
It's tough to say. Timbo's coming off really strong. Tywan was struggling in the beginning, but now Tywan has a lot of success keeping Timbo in the back. But you know, Timbo's still trying to keep a good fight. It's 16-all. It could be anybody's game at this point.
Do you think Timbo's going to get tired? He's the older guy.
It's hard to say. He seems very focused and concentrated right now.
He seems very fit. He dived for that ball, made big dashes around the court. If it goes to a tiebreaker, what's your gut?
Ooh, I don't know. They're both my favorites.
Good stuff.
I can't
Okay.
say.
All right. Thanks, Eric.
Yes.
All right. Back to Chris in the commentary box.
So it might not
Time in.
appear it, but contrary to popular
No
belief,
timeouts left,
Tywan
Timbo.
is the older athlete here, but he looks like he's 21 years
He
old.
sure
so
does. He hasn't aged a day
No.
since I
Together
met
at
Tywan at the
16.
2012 World Championships
Yep.
when they were in City West in Dublin, and Tywan looks exactly the same
Oh,
as
yeah.
he did back then.
Oh yeah, he's actually somehow a little bit fitter.
He's
But
he's a real athlete in fairness. So, gotta say,
17,
Ollie Cassidy
16.
taking every moment out of that timeout to talk to Eric.
No,
Same as he does in a handball court. He takes every second of a timeout in there too.
that's
Oh,
what makes him the
outside.
people's champion.
Ollie Cassidy.
Yeah.
That's a worry.
So that lead that you and I talked about is not only
That's
gone,
really
but the
good.
momentum
Line
is
sets, these are good.
entirely on Taiwan's side.
time.
18-16, he's serving, he's starting to move better. He's really finding the range inside out with his right
the
hand.
serve.
He's moving Timbo
Did you see?
so aggressively
Yeah.
laterally,
We'll
and you
take it.
can see Timbo
Point.
showing just a little bit of signs of visible frustration here. I
Yeah.
want to see if he can get it
18-16.
together and really get up to serve and try to run a few
That's a
points
big
up. Oh,
serve.
what a serve. Oh, what a return.
Oh my God.
Okay,
What an
Timbo's got to set up here.
opportunity.
Oh, he goes for the shot.
That's a great, unbelievable one ball from both players.
Wow.
Gotta
Side out.
say, that return from Timbo on the serve is absolutely outrageous.
17-18.
And this is anyone's game here. It's 17
Long
serve,
ball.
18.
Oh, deep serve just missed.
So obviously Naz
Peeling
came
out.
through the other side of the draw. He's in the finals. He's waiting the winner of this. How do these two players how would they match up to? How would they match up to Naz?
2 out, 1
So
in.
it's,
Second serve.
It's not hard to see that Naz's style kind of mimics a little bit of Taiwan's.
Yeah, they're very similar.
Taiwan had been training Naz for some time previously.
Play.
When Naz was a B player, they played in a lot of ABs. So there's no secrets between them. Their games are pretty evenly matched.
Blocking.
The only difference is Naz is a younger athlete,
Yeah.
a little bit taller, he's a little bit quicker, but Taiwan's got a little bit more big match experience.
Yeah.
Right, so like
That could be a major.
Replay
that's-
this point.
if
2
it
serves.
goes tight and if it goes long and if it's Taiwan against Naz, I mean, you'd have to favor some experience,
Yeah.
right? Timbo recently has not actually played Naz. I don't remember in the last 2 years that they've played together. That may be their first or second match in the last couple of years.
And in fairness,
17-18.
Timbo
Replay
is
the
a
point.
big name.
Oh, yeah.
Like Timbo, there's a fear
rule now
factor
is
with
that
Timbo
once
that
it's replayed,
everyone in
you
New
can
York
reset the whole
knows.
thing, so you
Like
get 2 serves
Timbo on
again.
his day,
Okay.
he's a
serves.
match for anyone in the history of the game.
Yep.
Like,
So the score is
a lethal
17-18.
player with bags of ability.
No, good serve to the right. Got Taiwan leaning. Good drive at the body. Doesn't move. Goes
So I'd
back
say
up the
Timbo
line.
seems to have seems
Replay.
to be moving a little bit more freely now. He's like
Timbo
he's trying to
dribble.
get himself going again.
Oh, he's finding his spots. I mean, that drive right at his body is perfect. He doesn't have to move. He's
Replay,
really taking away
17,
space from
18.
Tywan.
Using that extra bulk he's amassed over the last couple of years.
There was a strategy behind it.
It's a
Oh,
good shot. Hey, I wish there was a strategy behind my extra bulk.
Together at 18.
There wasn't. Here we go. 28 together at 18.
Just a good old time.
As the crowds go together.
He's going back to that right serve that won him a few points. Goes in front
That's
of
a
himself.
great shot.
It's a replay. Yeah.
But he already hit the ball. You have to, come on, you have to actually rush him.
Yeah.
He hit the ball
I get
and
to,
then he made a call.
but I can call it.
but
So Tywan called a block.
I know, but I was calling
Because
it.
Timbo
So I'm
moved
gonna
his
replay that
foot.
point.
Timbo's trying to argue that Tywan made contact with the ball and then made the call. The challenging thing is, and the ref's
I'm replaying
discretion
the
is
point.
usually, if
I'm
you
replaying
feel
the
there's a
point.
block, call the block right away, don't take the shot. However, if the ball's falling down,
Yeah.
and you have to stick your hand in anyway before the player moves,
18.
which is what happened here, the block sometimes comes a little bit late. So great job by
And
the head
the
ref
referee
right
has
there.
to take control. Like
Yep.
he has to let. You want to give the players the advantage, so you can't have it both ways.
Yep.
You have to give it the
Second
advantage
serve.
and then make the call. See, you have to almost let the play develop, because otherwise you're just letting the person in front dictate
Point.
if it's a block or not.
Without question. And both of these players in that situation want the shot.
19,
100%.
18.
Like, because it's low percentage from Tywan from between the legs, but Timbo's static.
Wow, what a great
Great
shot.
rally. Oh, what a shot by Timbo. He flat rolls it in front of the front court. And an outrageous rally. And he gets to game point. That is an
Game ball,
outrageous
20,
shot.
18.
Where's he going to go with the serve? He's going deep left. He's going deep left again. What a serve. He gets a fly
Opportunity.
shot to the right.
Tywan gets
Tywan
hand on it.
dives.
That's
Up the
up the
line.
line.
Oh, the
my
hander.
God. That is the first game.
Oh, he's asking for a skip ball.
The serve. We're just going to appeal the serve 1 second.
I was appealing the serve.
The serve
On
was
the serve.
definitely in from what I saw, but
On the serve.
Yeah,
On
looked
the
good
serve.
here.
2-1, it was in. Point to Timbo, that's the first game.
Wow.
good control by the referee. So we're just going to. That was the first game, 21-18. So that was an amazing game so far. Can't see Ollie in the crowd. Maybe he's picked up someone to have a chat with. So we're. Vlad, your thoughts on the first game? Oh, we're going to Ollie in the crowd. He's talking to Naz.
Okay, we got the first finalist here, the great Nazir. Naz the Bad. Tell us, is this the great Timbo at his best? What's he like? You saw him in his prime. Is he rolling back the years here?
Well, Timbo been practicing a lot now. He took a little while off, but he's been like training with all of us now. So I guess he's resorting back to the old Timbo. He's definitely performing way better than previous years. So yeah, I would say yeah.
What about your partner? Can you see this guy coming back?
Yes, of course. Tywan could be down 20-5, and even though his rally scoring, he could just come back like this and break everybody's confidence and everything. Once Tywan's playing his game, he good. I'm never worried about it.
Who are you going for?
Tywan, that's my partner, of course.
Very good. And best of luck in the final tomorrow.
Thank you.
Back to Chris in the commentary box.
That was the great Nasty Naz Matson. You got to say, he's dead right. Tywan didn't look flustered. He looks really chilled out there.
Oh, yeah.
Timbo, that was some outrageous sample from Timbo. We are seeing the creme de la creme here in the University of Limerick.
Oh, without question. So, two comments. You know, we were both here watching when Cormac played Tywan.
Yeah.
And Cormac just played out of his skin. Just unbelievable handball to take a 19-8 lead. And Tywan would walk off on the sidelines and be chatting with folks and smiling across the side. Took a deep breath, came back up, and scored 13 of the next 14 points.
Yeah.
So, to Naz's point, yeah, I don't think the score is pressure to Tywan. I think Tywan internally just needs to find the gear, minimize a little bit of those hand errors, because Timbo's doing that right now. You know, Timbo started out unbelievably hot. And then we saw those 3 consecutive hand errors with the left hand down the line, and he finished the game off hard driving, hard shooting right away. Tywan can't go through those ebbs and flows. He's got to stay steady. He's got to ride out the high peak that Timbo has right now, and then just stay steady and take his shots afterwards and really force that tiebreaker, and I can see it happening.
Yeah, like one thing I really think about is that, you know, it's almost a clash of styles that, for the most part, but they're trying to do the same thing. They're trying to dominate the middle. They're trying to be at the short line, and when they drive down the lines, that's when they're both making major gains. So those gains are coming. Whoever gets down the line
Okay, gentlemen,
first,
that's time back
then they
in.
get a kill opportunity.
Yep.
So as we see the crowd shuffle back in here, Timbo, you got to say, looked brilliant.
Right. Can we stop play on the side courts, please? Thanks, kids.
When we saw the Timbo
Okay.
in full flight
Settle
from that,
down.
from that 18-18
Yep.
all-time part, he just took complete control. Timbo knows how to see a game out. It's a thing of beauty.
Oh yeah. Can't give him any
So,
confidence.
settle down in the crowd. Game 2 about to start.
Dan Grant
Timbo to
from
serve.
Team GB.
The score is 0-0.
Gets us underway in the second game.
Deep serve to the left. He's starting out with what would work, and he shot to the
shot.
right. I mean, how many times have we seen that already? I mean, this has got to be the 10th time. And so if you're Tywan, are you leaning to the left there and offering him on the right side, or are you mixing up the return?
Yeah, there's no easy answers to a question like that. And if you think an ordinary man like myself can make those adjustments, you might be wrong. But so I'd say Timbo looks like he's in the ascendancy. What we do know is what Naz said.
Replay, 2 serves, 1-0.
When Taiwan's in trouble, he is calm and collected as anyone that's ever played.
Oh yeah.
Like I was talking to Tywan after his game with Cormac, and I was like, man, I've never seen someone so chilled out. That's a great shot, big angle shot from Timbo. So like I was saying to Tywan, I've never seen someone so calm and collected when they're 18 or 19-8 down. And he said, I didn't want to show him that I was anyway flustered. I had to give him my poker face. I was like, that's a deep thinking handball.
Oh yeah.
That's a great shot by Tywan.
Looked like it might have skipped. It's hard to see.
It's hard
from
to see from here, yeah. He came out at a very high angle. He's coming from his shoulder height, so sometimes when you kill from that angle, it does pop up.
So Taiwan's changing the return here. That return was a drive towards Timbo's body, forcing him to move. The one before that, he went at a cross-court angle. So he's starting to try out new returns. He's starting to get Timbo to move a little bit, which is good. Lost his footing.
Yeah,
he tripped over on Timbo.
He kind of stood on Timbo's foot, I think.
1-4.
In fairness, Timbo and
Wallball.
Tywan, two very fair players. Two absolute legends in the game as well.
No, without question.
Timbo keeping his composure. That's a great shot. Keeping his composure is also a big factor in this match, because I know that a number of weeks ago at the King of the Courts he was DQ'd, and you know that
5-1.
I know that I watched that match back, and there was a lot of back and forth and a lot of arguing. No, New York, like it can be famous for being a street game of.
Great shot by Tywan, short cross court.
It could be famous for having those really heavy arguments in the middle of games and stuff like that.
Yep.
2-5.
This environment seems to suit Timbo down to the ground.
Without question. So the test here is going to come. Can Tywan get to the midpoint of the game, say when it's 12, 13 points, and they're both tight together?
Yeah.
Once things are a little bit tight, that's when you'll actually see whether or not the internal demons come out, right? Timbo as a front runner, and as someone who plays on a lot of momentum and confidence, at 6'2", he's about as hard to beat as anyone at any given moment in time. But at 6-all, you take different shots, right? You're thinking about the match a little bit differently. So,
7-2.
Tywan right now needs to weather the storm. Timbo's playing fantastic. He's got to weather the storm. He's got to try to get it close in the mid game, and let's see how that evolves.
So Timbo.
No, I called 6. It's just changed.
So Timbo querying the score. In fairness, Dan.
7-2.
He's got his head in the game here. So.
Play.
Now, is that a little bit of gamesmanship from Timbo, just getting an extra couple of seconds before he takes the serve?
I think when you're in the heat of the moment, and especially what he's showing us right now, right? Like he's in the zone at this moment in time. You're not thinking about the crowd. You're not thinking about the score. You're not thinking about the linesman. You're literally thinking about the ball that you hit. So for him, he probably didn't even pay attention to what the score was.
It happens. So
Thanks.
big thank you to our
7-2, two
sponsors,
serves.
O'Neills.com and TG Car Sport for supporting this. I know there's a lot of people on the stream watching this from New York.
Wallball.
2 New Yorkers in the single semi-finals. In the
7-2,
first
two
semi-final,
serves.
Nasty Naz, Matt Cern, he beat Connor McElduff, Team Ireland captain,
Block ball.
in a convincing 2-game win. With, gotta say, Nasty Naz was playing outrageous handball earlier
7-2.
on. In the women's division, we'll have a final with Fiona Tully
Outside.
from St. Coleman's Club in Roscommon. And she will play Limerick's own Martina McNabb.
8-2.
So those games will be on tomorrow from around 3
Long ball.
o'clock. We'll have all the
Second
action
serve.
live here on TG Car Sport. So you go back to Timbo Gonzalez going to an overhand serve and then taking the big kill opportunity that was popped up in front of him.
9-2.
He's got a 9-2 lead. He looks in complete control here, the lad.
And look, if you're a Timbo fan, this is what you want to see. You want to see him continue to drive balls at himself, move Tywan back, and then kill directly in front of himself. I mean, this is classic Timbo.
Classic Timbo.
You don't need a big angle. You don't need anything fancy. I'm going to drive at my body, get you 10 meters away from the wall, and go low to myself.
It's
10-2.
such a simple strategy. He's pushing him back and then taking the kill opportunities in front of himself, which is so, again.
So if you're Tywan, do you take a timeout
11-2.
here? I mean,
I think you have to.
Timeout.
Is it Timbo that took that timeout? I think
Timbo
it
took
was.
a timeout.
Yeah, look,
Interesting.
I think he just wants to compose himself and get a big push going in. If he gets to 15 here, this is almost unassailable in rally scoring.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, good up for Satoru, all the way from Japan.
We've got a team of crowd sweepers here. And we're going to Ollie.
We've got the great Sean Nolan here on commentary here. Now, Sean, you've played all over the world. You've been to Japan and back. You've been to London and back. You've been to nearly Australia and back playing this game. What do you think the difference is between our style and these American players' style?
The Irish whip is completely different, but you can see the lad's sidearm and a flat palm from Taiwan. It's just like a little, like patting the baby's back. It's just like unbelievable.
You reckon it's a big dip? What do you think? Do you think they have trouble with our
time on the ball and seem to be getting quicker time to
you,
react to
Satoru.
the ball than
Time
our
is
guys.
it.
And is this the best you've seen Timbo? Is he rolling back the years?
Lucky to get to see the final of this in Calgary as well, the same matchup 9 years ago. So look at him,
Time
best
is
job
this.
in the world on the line here. yeah.
We're going to go back, let you back to Chris and we're going to let Sean back to his line duties.
That's the great Sean Nolan from Wexford. Sean Nolan,
The score
Open
is
double champion
11-2.
from the Japanese Open there a couple of months ago.
Wow.
He teamed up with the referee,
what a
Dan Grant, for that. That was a great shot by Timber, wasn't it?
Oh, he's getting a setup. Oh, and he goes
my
inside
God.
out.
What a shot.
The risk.
Oh,
and it pays
Timbo
off.
is showing all the skills here.
I mean, that ball is the size of a melon for him right now.
12-2.
He can't miss.
Outrageous handball.
Hold it, sorry.
Great serve. Oh,
Chris.
Ball coming on.
There's a ball coming on the court. Christine McGrath goes to pick it up. Our line judge on the back line. So
Replay, 12-2.
we're at 12-2. This, as you said, we think
good lob.
if he gets to 14 or 15, this is going to be a super hill.
Timbo's just not giving up any space at the short
Great
line.
shot.
He is just.
Oh my God!
great
Tywan
shot
goes
by
and
Tywan.
finishes it. Timbo goes back across the court and just
Side
leaves
out.
it up for Tywan to absolutely roll it out.
3-12.
He needs a couple of points here. He needs to get some momentum on his side.
Yeah.
He needs to get Timbo thinking a little bit in that front court.
It looked like a short
Oh
serve,
my goodness.
but wasn't appealed.
Side out.
So Timbo back into serve. Yeah, Tywan kind of struggling to
13-3.
find a bit of momentum here.
Yep. And the sound of the ball coming off of Timbo's hand to that bottom
It
wall
sounds
right
different,
now.
doesn't it?
Yeah, for sure. Great angle. Taiwan's going to get that. He wrong-footed Timbo. Good defensive lob. Taiwan drives it. Timbo takes it off the fly. What an
Oh
angle
my God.
shot.
Point.
This is outrageous
Oh
handball
my
by Timbo
goodness.
Gonzalez. Everything seems to be going his way at the moment.
He had no business winning that point.
No, he did
He
not.
had no business.
Even that lob that went past
14-3.
his shoulder, he just kind of leaned early and made sure he was out of the way. But
Long
it's
ball.
perfect amount of distance to make it awkward for
Second serve.
Tywan. Like Timbo goes down the line. Tywan goes with the
What a
angle.
shot.
Timbo
he
reads
retrieves
it. Timbo, I thought Timbo was thinking about making a dive for it there. But he pulled out at the last second
Side
and
out.
just decided
Timeout.
to give it up.
Oh, he
Timbo
takes
takes
a
a
timeout.
timeout. That's probably a good idea.
He's measuring his energy. He knows there's 7 points left. He doesn't need to win every single one in a row.
Exactly. So we're going to go to Ollie.
Okay, we've got Jason here on courtside. Jason, you've seen these guys playing back in New York. You've played with these guys. Is there a way back for Tywan?
Most certainly, if he stays calm and he keeps his composure, Timbo, the only thing that can stop Timbo right now is if he gasses out, if his endurance takes out. If you notice, he's going for extra power on his serves, which is pushing back to the long line, and then he's driving into the corner because he's putting everything on it. So the only way I could see it coming back is if he loses any steam. That's it.
And do you think is Tywan a small bit nervous or a small bit intimidated by the great Timbo?
Oh, not at all, not at all.
These guys have played before?
Yeah. Actually, Tywan beat him in a big blue ball tournament about, I want to say 4 years ago maybe, and it was a decisive win. So they know each other very well, and if there's anyone that could beat each other, it's most certainly them.
So if anyone can do it, Tywan can come back.
Okay, time in.
Yes.
Yep. One timeout left.
We're going to go back to Chris in the commentary box. Thanks, Jason.
Time.
All right, my phone is going off. We've got a lot of people waiting to get in here.
Well, you're an incredibly popular person, Chris.
The score is
I just keep on ignoring my
4-7,
phone. That's
14.
the best way to deal with it.
Sorry, Ty. Can you stop playing on the side courts,
It keeps
please?
them calling you back.
Thank you.
So, as we go
4-7, 14.
4-14.
Good shot by
That's a
Tywan.
good shot by Tywan. Tywan needs something to build on now.
Yep.
He's a
5-14.
game down. He's a good bit down. He's a 9-point deficit in this second game. He really needs something. That's a great shot. And they're
Good
the
angle.
shots that can start. Like when he was 18-8 down to Cormac, these were the shots that got him
6-14.
back in. He just simple. That's a good deep serve. Oh,
Nice
it's a great shot.
Nice shot. See, and that's what we were talking about. Once it gets a little bit close.
Making an appeal.
It was 100% long.
It looked long to me.
5
Now
good.
it was very, very
Point.
close. So all agree that it was on the line. So
Everyone
look,
thinks it's
instead
in.
it's Timbo
Point.
has to take
The
his
score
time
is
and kind of recompose himself.
Timbo's got to keep his head.
7,
This-
14.
The game right now is a math equation. He only needs 7 points. It doesn't matter if Tywan rolls out
It's a great
5, right?
shot.
We're in
Side
rally
away.
scoring, right? Tywan has to come up and score 4 or 5 every time to make this a match. Timbo's just got to get him down.
Exactly.
Inch 1 or 2 here
15-7.
and there, and he's there. He's at 21.
So, and the thing
Long
is,
ball.
sometimes I think Timbo needs a little
Second
bit of
serve.
aggro just to
Oh,
get
yeah.
him fired up. He responds to that. This is what he knows.
A
like,
great
oh,
return by
that's a great shot.
Tywan.
That's a great shot.
He has not done that
Side out.
return all game. Completely caught Timbo off guard. Hard drive to
8,
his right hand.
15.
And he needs a lot more of that from this position.
Oh, it's a great serve. Is he going to take it off the fly? He goes down the line. Oh, that's questionable.
That was very questionable, to be honest.
Driving it at his body.
Block ball.
Oh, they got a replay. And now Timbo's going to want an out call.
I can't see the line. Judge says it's good.
So,
Repeat it?
No.
Did you see that line?
it's hard to call.
It's a good
Again,
ball. It's
if
just going to be a replay.
you gotta say that Sean Nolan had the perfect
Yep.
view of it.
Yep.
He's along the line, and when you're
Replay
sitting
the
down
point.
there, you can actually see
serves,
whether it's going to
8,
catch the
15.
line or not. It's very, very close.
Oh, without question. Good box out.
It's a good shot.
Oh,
that's
he
a
missed
big
the
miss.
chance.
Big miss from Tywan. One thing I would say, I think all line judges are just after taking an extra sit forward to be
Timeout.
concentrating. So
So
Timbo
Timbo's
with a-
taking his 3rd and final timeout up
He's
16-8.
trying to get a big push to the end here now. Tywan hasn't taken the timeout yet, and he's 8 points down.
Yeah, he's got to compose himself now.
So we're going to stay here. We see Tywan. He looks so chilled out. He's unflustered, you know?
He has.
Like, they're such different personalities.
And we love that contrast, right? Like, stylistically, they're both aggressive, but their swings are different. Their strategies are a little bit different. You can see it in their personalities and their whole being. It's just
Around the corner, the blue bag.
So this, like most from most positions here, you think that Timbo is still in the ascendancy. The only thing that you got to worry about is he going to have the gas tank? Tywan's not going to tire.
Oh, yeah. No, not at all. Taiwan's going to continue to play. If this goes on for 2.5 hours,
time
we will
in,
be here
gents.
2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Timbo,
But you
no
see the difference in
timeouts
body
left.
language. Taiwan is getting ready to play.
16-8.
Timbo is still arguing a call that happened
Timing,
3
guys.
minutes ago.
Yeah.
He's got to get over it. It's 16-8. You're serving. Erase everything from your memory and get a point right here. Make a statement. Go back to that deep left serve and just fly it to the right side. It's worked for him all game.
But at the same time, can he do
Back
that in
in,
3 seconds?
the score
Of
is
course he can.
16-8.
He can take a deep breath and just go.
Good deep
Good
serve.
deep serve. That's outside. That's
Outside.
another point closer.
And that's what he needed. He needed something from Taiwan, an unforced error, to help
17-8.
calm his nerves a little bit.
So we go to 17-8.
Long
That's a
ball.
long serve.
Long serve.
And it was, in fairness, that was
Second
a
serve.
couple of inches out. I'd say as we go to a second serve, it's 17-7-8 here. And that's a great shot.
Oh my
What
goodness.
a shot. And we go
18-8.
Timbo, just 3 points away from a big win here. That's going to the right, and Taiwan makes a hand error.
Taiwan down 19-8. Why does this sound familiar to me in this world?
It's happened before this week.
19-8.
This would be a huge upset if he came back from here, but Timbo playing in the ascendancy.
what a
That's
shot.
a great
Oh,
shot by
great
Timbo.
get by Timbo.
He read him so well.
It's pre-moving the moment
Match
Taiwan
point,
sets his
20.
feet.
As soon as he sees that arm extend out, he knows exactly where he's going to try and put it. And Timbo Gonzalez just a point away from winning this match. That's a replay.
New ball, please.
So
Not to get too ahead of ourselves, but
Match point,
imagining
2
Tim
serves,
close out this
28.
match, who do you favor between Tim and Nas based on the form they're both showing
I
today?
think it has to be Timbo. Like the way
That's the
that
game,
Timbo
guys. Well
controlled
played.
that's an outrageous play. Like it's a toss of a coin between the final. We're going to go to Paul Fitzpatrick, who's going to have a word with the winner.
Give it up for Tywan, Cooke and Timbo Gonzalez. Yeah, I just ask you to stay in your seats for 1 minute while we hear from Timbo. Okay, just a little bit of cuteness while we hear from Timbo, the second finalist in the men's open singles here at the O'Neills.com World Wallball Championships. Timbo, you were the dominant player in New York. You got injured, you took some time out. You've come back, and the New York guys here are telling us this is the old Timbo, this is the best handball they've seen you playing in a while. So how does it feel now? Do you feel that you've found your A game at the right time?
I mean, I came over here, you know, with a set goal, and I'm feeling good. Every time I'm playing, each of my matches going throughout the day, everybody, you know, is just encouraging me, telling me, push yourself, you know. They know what I bring to the table. It's just always up to me to perform. So I'm feeling good right now. Tywan brings the best out of me. You know, he motivates me, his skill of play, and I'm just happy to be here.
You're back in another major final, and you're playing a new finalist in Nasty Naz Marston, who had a great win against our own Conor McElduff earlier today. He took out Luke Thompson in the previous round. What do you expect from Naz?
Oh man, Naz is a great player, fast, very unorthodox. I think he motivated me to play this well. I didn't think I was going to come out and perform so well, but after watching him play and him hitting all those amazing shots, I'm like, how can I match that, you know? So, and also I want to thank Impact Pro, my partner Alan, you know, everybody for forcing me to bring myself out here and showcase my talent, plus all my supporters, everybody watching me and encouraging me to win.
Lastly, Timbo, in the Irish handball community, we're so appreciative of you guys making the effort, coming all the way from New York, adding so much to this tournament. How have you enjoyed the experience?
Oh man, it's great, man. I think this is a perfect atmosphere for the world, especially to be placed here. Y'all got the best crowd, the best kids I see playing. You know, it's just all motivation and inspiring. I want to thank all you guys for putting this amazing event together.
Before we finish up, just to let everyone know that the closing ceremony takes place at approximately 8 o'clock tomorrow evening in the Stables, which is a bar here on the campus. Give it up for Timbo Gonzalez.
Okay, so that was the great Timbo Gonzalez. He's going to be playing Nasty Naz Martin in the Open Finals tomorrow. We're going to be back later on with some doubles action. We'll see the semi-finals of the doubles. Vlad Klim, my co-commentator here, will be in action with Willie Polanco. Don't go anywhere. The stream will be continuing, so we'll be seeing you later on. That's all from us for the moment. We'll see you at the doubles.